I don't know about you, but I have watched the situation in Minneapolis this week with emotions ranging from sorrow to horror to rage. Bishop Marianne Buddy said this week, "To harm and even kill those who bear witness to what is happening. This is a bright line moment for our country and our values. In our varied and united faith traditions, love of neighbor is not optional." She said that at one of the many gatherings in Minneapolis that clergy attended and led over the last couple of days. And although Minnesota is 2,000 miles away, it seems to me that the same thing could happen any place, even here, and even to any one of us. A colleague writes, Minnesota, or Minneapolis, is both a warning and a teacher. The feds are showing what could happen to you. Organizers are showing what resistance looks like. I asked Charles to share his story this morning because it's an example of what it is like to be on the front lines. And although the outcome wasn't what you wanted it to be, I think it mattered. It mattered in the moment. And I truly believe that. It mattered to the workers. I'm sure it did. And I don't see you becoming a complete cynic and not doing any more social justice work, Charles.
Cynics think people are bad, and I certainly don't.
There you go. He says, cynics think people are bad, and I certainly don't. I love that. The organizers in Minneapolis are showing us that we can take action to preserve our democracy and our sense of human decency. And something that is very much aligned with our UU values. You see, ever since George Floyd's murder in Minneapolis in 2020, like, I wrote the wrong number here. The people of the Twin Cities have been doing some serious grassroots organizing. And with the insurgence of ICE and Border Patrol into the area, those organizing chops have really shown. Instantly, people started watching for ICE and Border Patrol in their unmarked cars and whistling loudly whenever agents made a move to detain someone. They also organized food pantries, set up warming stations on the street, brought food and other necessities for people who won't leave their houses because they're afraid they will never come back. They gathered their neighbors' vital information in case they're detained and deported. They organized funds for those who couldn't go to work to support families of those who had been detained, for legal fees. You know, there's even a fund for towing vehicles that have been abandoned in the middle of the street. Right, because of detentions and such. They're towing those home rather than putting them in some lot somewhere. This week, a call went out for clergy to attend a day of truth and freedom, and at least 200 UU ministers were among over 1,000 faith leaders who went. They were there to bear witness, to learn about community organizing and networking, and to provide pastoral support. Although I did not go, my heart was with them. You can find great accounts of clergy who participated in the Day of Truth and Freedom on the UU World website. There's been a lot of good coverage there, and there are other places as well. And I have to say, it was so inspiring to watch faith leaders singing and praying, kneeling in the cold at the airport. It was empowering to see so many people on the streets of Minneapolis, too. Did you see some of the footage? Like 50,000 people out in sub-freezing temperatures. I have lived in Minnesota, in Minneapolis. How many of you have been like in those cold climes? Yeah, that is quite the sacrifice and quite the hardy people. Though I will say, that is the people of Minnesota. They're amazing. I remember when I lived there, I would drift. My car would slide into a snowdrift on an empty street, and instantly there would be 3 people there to push me out. Like, oh, look, there's a car stuck. Let's push it out. It was just amazing, amazing. A Presbyterian minister wrote of her experiences there. There was joy in moving our bodies together, in chanting together. Joy in knowing that love and solidarity are stronger than fear. You could feel it in your body and in your soul. It may sound strange to call that joy, but it was real. It was the joy of not being isolated, the joy of remembering we belong to something bigger than ourselves. Now, there are obviously a lot of dangers in the streets, right? Not all of us are willing or able to be out there, and that's okay. It is okay to consider our own safety and how much risk we are comfortable taking. As the people of Minnesota are teaching us, there are so many invaluable ways to show up, to care for one another. Writer Jackie Summers urges us to learn from Black history, the Black history of organizing and resisting. He says, if you're going out, your first job is coming home. If you're staying home, your first job is staying human. He writes, protests are the spark, not the whole fire. Show up for council meetings, oversight boards, union drives, mutual aid, elections and recalls, policy fights. Most of all, show up for each other. Build structures of safety and mutual care. Remember that empathy with practice builds power. As you sit here this morning, I'm wondering how you're showing up, because I know a lot of you have been showing up for a long time. And a lot of you are contemplating, how do I show up next? And I'm wondering what you're doing. Anybody want to share something you're doing? Yeah.
Leave your phone at home.
Leave your phone at home.
Why? Because they're watching your phone.
Be-
Every phone in this room today is on a database of being in this room today. Leave your phone at home. It's a hummingbird motion.
Leaving your phone at home so that you can't be traced. That's...
No, it builds a bad database for the people who want to trace you.
to avoid building a database for people.
No. Builds a database in falseness for them.
Because it's seeing you at home even though you're not there.
Because it's seeing you at home because you're not, even if you're not there.
Creating garbage for garbage in, garbage out.
All right. Garbage in, garbage out. I got it. Yeah, Lynn. Go ahead, Lynn.
There's a protest every Friday, Saskatoon 3rd, just a reminder that it's important that we get as many people as we can here.
Great, right. Protest 3rd in Saskatoon, 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock every Friday afternoon. Please show up. I did not come over on Friday for that action, but I did go and stand on the street corner with a lot of other people in Petaluma, probably 300 of us out there, in a hastily called protest, and that was fantastic. It was very helpful. There are so many other ways, so many things being done, and there's a candlelight vigil this afternoon. I'll share more information about that, but if you can go this afternoon, that's good. Yes?
I just think we need to have loving thoughts for the family, that soldier or nurse who was killed, murdered.
Yes.
It's a horrible regime.
Yes.
A horrible regime.
Having loving thoughts, yes, for everyone. Absolutely. Our first job is to stay human, right? To feel love. Yeah, Lenore?
Not everybody is comfortable protesting. Yesterday, I spent a couple of hours delivering those respect signs all over town.
Yes. Lenore delivered respect signs. all around town. And I was realizing we need a second one here that has the Spanish
Yeah,
turned
I
outward.
put it so we can see both sides.
Yeah.
but we couldn't.
Yeah, so I'd like to order that, please. Yes, Charles?
When we come here like this and talk like this, we're supporting each other.
Yes, yes. When we gather like this to support one another, that is so important. Absolutely, showing up.
One over there.
Oh, yes, Trish.
I think to build on that a bit, just engaging with people. I have a friend who is Black who posts often about social justice causes, and she's really frustrated right now. She's like, this has been happening to my people for years.
Yes.
Where were you guys? So it's helpful to engage and kind of build my knowledge and understanding of what's the background that led up to this.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks for bringing that into the room. The idea that a lot of white people are really up in arms right now, but this has been going on for a very long time. And a lot of other people of color have been, and Black people have been really under siege for a very long time. So it's important for us to be here. Yes.
So Sherry's on Zoom, and she'd like to share that she uses her NPR show, Sherry's Diaspora and Dance Party, at 3 p.m. today, to give messages of...
I'm gonna give you this.
Okay.
So I don't have to repeat.
Okay, so I'll just...
Sorry.
What is it? Okay. I'm the Zoom guy. I know how to do this. Okay, so yeah, Sherry Weston is sharing that she uses her NPR show, Sherry's Diaspora and Dance Party, at 3 p.m. today to give messages of cultural education and hope and fun with a cultural container.
What station?
Yes, KRCB.
Okay.
In the Roanoke Park station, but you can stream it online. All right, I'm watching the time, mindful that we have a town hall today, but I know we can keep sharing and sharing and sharing this, and I hope we will, because it's the sharing, it's finding ways together that are so important. Another faith leader says, how do we maintain and respond faithfully? She says, I don't have an answer, but I believe we will find a way together. We will find a faithful way to hold grief and hope in the same breath. We will find a faithful way to, a way to tell the truth about what is happening and still refuse to give up on love, on justice, and on one another. I hope, not because it is easy, not because the world is kind. I hope because I have seen what people can become when they choose community over fear and love and despair. And I trust that somehow, even in the midst of all this, we will keep finding our way forward. We have to, she writes. May we find hope in doing whatever we can to further the cause of justice and love for all people. May we trust that our small action will join the actions of untold millions who are willing to love their neighbors as themselves too. May we know that even when times are tough, we can build the beloved community. And in fact, we must. May it be so. Amen.